Over the past few years, I've spent a lot of time inside. My day often starts with my alarm going off and me getting ready for work. I'll stumble my way to the bathroom and look at myself in the mirror and try to hype myself up for a long and productive day. But there's one part of my morning routine I really enjoy, and it's getting lost in the sight of the world outside my little shower window. The view never ceases to amaze me. No matter the weather, it could be a sunny day or a rainy day or a windy day, but it hits me every time. It reminds me that there's just so much beauty in the world, and it's just right outside my window. For the past few years, that window has been a source of inspiration. But of course, this isn't about the window, but what is beyond that window: the outdoors. But it's so weird because when I think about it, I don't know why I've spent so much time inside. I mean, I've loved the outdoors ever since I was a kid. I've always felt so connected to nature, and kind of looking back on it, it really was just so simple to be happy. Going outside was more than enough, and I had a group of friends that I met at an apartment complex that quite literally kept me outside all the time. This apartment complex had a park, a pool, a basketball court. It had everything that a kid needed, and if we didn't want to use any of those, then we would grab our DS, and that was like the most that we would do digitally, until we started getting older. And, the more that I kind of think about it, America kind of has the perfect setup that would keep somebody from wanting to go outside. Our infrastructure is pretty bad and isn't really walkable. Most places that you'll live in the country, you'll face the challenge of it being really hard to walk anywhere that is meaningful in your town.
And a lot of people aren't fortunate enough to be able to have a car, buy a car, or keep up with the maintenance of a car, which is kind of a death sentence here in America, where public transportation itself is underfunded and unreliable. With all the challenges that are posed with accessibility for public transportation and walking, the challenges almost outweigh the want to go outside. I was so lucky to have lived in that apartment complex with all of my friends when I was younger. It was just kind of the perfect little place to live, and I feel like you don't get that a lot here in America. But as we grew up, a lot of us kind of started to move away, and therefore the rest of us kind of stayed inside more. I mean, we grew up and things changed. We started to be on social media more. This is right at the height of video games, social media, Vine, Twitter, Instagram, all of this being the thing to do. So as a teen, I followed that trend, and I followed my friends indoors where we played video games and stayed on social media more. I felt like something was missing. I realized how much of my life had passed. I felt my spirit being sucked into the phone that I spent so much time on. I realized this after I put my phone down for about 6 months and I got off of social media. I asked myself, when was the last time that I picked a leaf from a tree and fidgeted with it? When was the last time I took that same leaf and I held it up to the sun and investigated it? I also thought, when was the last time I saw a roly-poly or watched the ants work together to get a piece of food? When was the last time that I sat underneath a tree and let it protect me from the sun? Or when was the last time that I just sat down in the grass and watched the clouds go by? So I started going outside more. A couple stories that I can remember are the time that I went out with my cousin on his birthday. We went out with our friend and we went to the beach, and we had a couple beers and we had some shovels and we just dug a big hole on the beach, and then we chilled in it. We sat there and we watched the sunset in its entirety, and I don't think I remembered the last time that I had done something like that, but I remembered that I loved it so much. Another thing that I did recently was go on a hike with a bunch of my friends, and it made me remember how much I loved being out there. All the little details, the smells, the sounds, the sights, it really made me fall in love with it all over again. The other day, I was having a really hard time. I've been dealing with bouts of feeling like I don't really belong anywhere. To get my mind off of things, I went on a bike ride with my fiance. And the second that I got on the bike, started pedaling, and I felt the wind hit my face as I picked up speed, it almost brought me to tears. We stopped at a park with a pond, and we just sat there and watched the geese and the ducks kind of just do their thing. And I loved being in that park so much, it gave me the idea to buy a picnic blanket, and I started going on picnics more with my fiance. And it's moments like these that I've mentioned that remind me that I do belong somewhere. I belong here, out here, outside. I was reminded that this isn't just something that I'm never going to experience again, but rather that it's something that is right outside my front door, or in my backyard, or right outside the shower window. I would like to encourage you guys, if you have the means or the option to do something outside, to do it. If you have a bike, or you have the means to get a bike, I'd encourage it. If you have a close bus stop or public transportation that is accessible to you, use it. And when you're using it, look out the window and enjoy the things around you. Pick that leaf from the tree and hold it up to the sun and investigate it. Go lift up a trash can and see what's underneath it. Honestly, sometimes it's probably going to be pretty creepy. We found a bunch of pincher bugs today, and it was really upsetting. But as you do these things, and as you go outside more and realize how beautiful it is, remember that you are not separate from that beauty. You are part of this. You are the universe experiencing itself and being conscious of it. Suddenly, you'll see that we are so much more than our social media accounts or a bank account or our jobs. We're humans. We're human beings, and we are part of all of this. And if you're watching this right now, turn it off. The video's not over, but when it is over, join me out here. Join me in listening to the birds and all the bugs make their weird little noises that they do. And when you turn this video off and you go outside and you rediscover some things, come back and let me know what it is that you rediscovered. And tomorrow, I'll probably start my day the same way that I have been. When I get in the shower and look out that window, I'll tell myself that I belong here. For as long as I can breathe, I will always tell myself that. And I will fight to make this place that we all live in the best place that it can be. And if I make mistakes along the way, I'll learn from them and continue fighting for the place that we all love.